We good? All right, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, we are live in His house on this beautiful day. This is the day that the Lord has made. You already know I'm rejoicing and glad in it. I ain't about to rejoice. It ain't I will rejoice. I'm rejoicing and I'm glad in it. And I'm excited about you and I taking a few moments today to chop it up, to talk about how we can get you to your place of financial freedom. If you're coming on, wherever you're coming on from, please hit that like button, hit that share button, tag Lolly Dolly, everybody, and let them know your boy, Prophet Ramon, my squad, and the Ramonepreston Show. Guess what? We are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, there's getting ready to be some game, some value provided to you to help you start, structure, and or scale your business, your ministry, your income streams, and even your wealth building dreams. Would you please, ladies and gentlemen, do your boy a favor today? After you hit the like button, after you hit the share button, after you tag and drop names, I want you to drop in the comments the city you are watching us from. Whatever city you are repping today, rep your squad, rep your crew, rep your geographic location. Put in the comments the city you're watching us from. I'm so excited today, y'all. This has been an extraordinary week so far, and I know this is going to continue to be an extraordinary day and week for you. And I want to make sure that you got all the resources, all the information, all the tools you need to get to your next level. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to the Ramonepreston Show. I am your host, Prophet Ramonepreston, excuse me, and every Monday through Friday, we bring you information that is strategically and specifically designed to show you how to properly start and structure your business or your ministry, in most cases within 30 days. And we also show you how to scale your income wherever it's coming from, how to scale your income by at least 30%. So if you're interested in starting and structuring a business, a ministry, an idea, a product, a service, and introducing it into the market within less than 30 days, if you are interested in finding out how you can scale your business, scale your income, scale whatever it is that you are introducing to the market by at least 30%, we've got proof on how to get it done. We've got success stories, we've got testimonies, we've got history, experience, and data and training to show you how to do all of the above. And this is one of the reasons why we use the Ramonepreston Show to share this information with you. So I want you to come along with me for the ride today, because I want to talk to you about this thing called financial freedom. I want to talk to you today about this thing called financial freedom. So welcome to the Ramonepreston Show. You know I'm your host, and it is my honor every day to share what I have learned, what I have applied to my life with you, so that you can get to where you want to be, so that you could take care of your family, take care of your church, take care of your community, take care of your world. Deep down inside, we all know, and we can all agree on this, that what you want to do is not just for you. Of course, there's some things that you want to do for yourself, but when you look at the bigger picture of your life, I guarantee there are a whole lot of things that you want to do for other people. You want to help your parents, you want to help your kids and grandkids. You want to put your siblings in a better situation. A lot of you, like me, are part of the faith community. You want to just serve your people. You want to give them opportunities. You feel that emotional connection and that adrenaline rush when you're able to be a blessing to other people, whether it's giving them something to get on their feet, whether it's helping them with their business or helping them pay bills or getting them started with an idea that they have. Well, in order for you to do that, you got to get to a place And that place we want to identify as financial freedom. Now, just in case you missed yesterday's show, we established the fact of what financial freedom is not. Okay? And then I took a few minutes to share with you a definition on what financial freedom is. So I want to dig a little deeper today, especially for those of you who want to put your life on the path of financial freedom. Now, if you have any questions, whether they're about business, holding companies, whether it's about financial literacy, real estate investing, sales, marketing, whatever it is. If you have any questions about certain areas in your life, in your finances, or in your business that you just need more understanding on, feel free to drop that question in the comments during the live show, and my team will take that question and I will answer that question for you while we're live. So I appreciate all of you who continue to support our show, who continue to follow us on social media platforms. I thank you so much. We are quickly approaching 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. So make sure, if you haven't followed us on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, help your boy get to 5K. Help your boy get to 5K. We almost at 5K, baby. All I need is a couple more subscribers. What'd you say? We almost there? Where we at? 4.91. So that's like 4,900 and something? 4,910. We got 90 more to go. We got 90 more to go. We got 90 more to go. Come on, y'all. Help me get 90 more subscribers today. What would, man, I wish we could pull that off today. The day gonna come, I'm gonna have so much influence that getting 90 subscribers in one day ain't gonna be no thing. Believe me now, I'm going to that point. I'm gonna get to a point that y'all gonna be like, man, this dude is on his game. He's just like, he's a guru for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple people say that to me the other day. It was like, yeah, man, you are the guru. Like, you are the guru. I was like, yes, I am the guru. As a matter of fact, more properly and appropriately speaking, according to my IG handle, I am the Christian mogul. I am the man, the myth, the mogul. But guess what? I need them 90 subscribers. So if you're watching right now on Facebook, if you're watching right now on YouTube, okay? If you with Elon Musk on Mars, get your behind back down to the planet and go to YouTube and type in Ramonepreston. And when my big old head pop up and when you see that mogul picture like you see behind me, when you see that mogul picture, you know it's your boy. And when you go to Ramonepreston's YouTube page, please hit the subscribe button. Don't dog me now. Don't come over here and get all that game and all that information and content and be lurking and creeping and then you sneak out as if you can't give me a subscription. Come on with it. I need that. We're 90 people short of 5,000 subscribers. I remember the time when I only had about 8 subscribers on YouTube. I remember the time when I got locked out of my YouTube page because it had been 3 years before I even went on it. I think I started my YouTube page in 2015, and I probably didn't go back to it till like 2018. But guess what? We rolling now, baby. So how many of y'all want to talk about financial freedom? How many of you have a dream of financial freedom in your life? How many of you want to be financially free, but you just don't know how to actually get to financial freedom? So here's like those internet commercials. What if I told you that there is actually a path to financial freedom? In all seriousness, what if I told you that there was a path to financial freedom? And there is a path to financial freedom. And I have found that path. I have become financially free, and I am doing everything in my power. My team, my company, my organization. We are doing everything in our power to get in front of as many of you as possible to show you that financial freedom is not only possible, but there is actually a path to get to the possibility of financial freedom. So if you're ready to be financially free, let's walk through this very, very quickly. So we've established the fact that financial freedom is not, just in case you were not on yesterday's show, let me share with you what financial freedom is not. 5 things. Number 1, financial freedom is not entrepreneurship. Okay? A lot of people think becoming an entrepreneur was actually financial freedom for them. Oh, I'm free. I ain't working no more. I ain't got to clock in no more. That's not financial freedom. Number 2, financial freedom is not business ownership, meaning that when you grow out of just being an entrepreneur and you actually start a business system, it doesn't mean you're financially free. It just means you're no longer just an entrepreneur. You actually have a business system that's working and making money, but it doesn't necessitate your financial freedom. Number 3, financial freedom is not debt freedom. So even if or when you get out of credit card debt, student loan debt, car loan debt, mortgage debt, it still doesn't mean you're actually financially free. Number 4, financial freedom is not wealth. And so what I'm teaching you in terms of how to get on the path to financial freedom, it is a means to an end. It's not the end, okay? Because financial freedom is not wealth. I want you to become wealthy. That's what I'm going towards. That's what I want to perpetuate to my team, to my family, to my community. And I want you to have that same process. I want you to have that same philosophy. I want you to have the same principles. I want you to have the same practice. But you got to know this. Financial freedom is not wealth. Here's the last point. Number 5, financial freedom is not independence from commitment. It's not independence from education. It's not independence from training. It's not independence from economic accountability. In other words, a lot of people think, oh, when they get financially free, they ain't got to be committed to nobody no more. I'm going to do what I want to do, go where I want to go, have what I want to have, say what I want to say, live how I want to live. Well, that is true to some extent, but you're still not going to be free from commitment. You're still not going to be free from education, from training, from economic accountability. This is one reason why almost everybody that wins the lottery and become millionaires are broke within 3 to 5 years after winning the lottery and becoming millionaires. You know why? They experienced financial freedom, but they had no education, they had no training, they had no commitment or economic accountability, and within 3 to 5 years, guess what happened? Kaboom, 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 they fell and they flopped and found themselves back at broke. And so financial freedom is not that. Now, what is financial freedom? We've already established the fact. If you didn't take these notes, you better grab it. Financial freedom is the ability to do what you want without financial limitations. That's one definition. I have another side of that coin. But the first side is financial freedom is what? The ability to do what you want without financial limitations. I already mentioned to you yesterday on the show that in order for you to have the ability to do what you want without financial limitations, which is what financial freedom is, that has to start first in your mind. So that means even if you got $10 million in your hands, you got to be able to have the ability to understand how to use $10 million in your head. Otherwise, whatever get in your hand ain't gonna leave it ain't gonna stay in your life. It's gonna leave your hands and leave your life. Have you ever noticed when you don't know about money, when your relationship with money is messed up, when your mindset about money is messed up? Have you ever noticed every time you get money, you lose it? Every time you get money, you can't keep it? The money is not the issue. We've all been there. So if you're there right now, don't feel bad. I remember the time in my life where I couldn't keep money in my hands. And I thought it was a problem with money. I thought it was a problem with people taking my money. I thought it was a problem with bill collectors. I thought it was a problem with rent. I thought it was a problem with the food too high. I thought it was a problem with, man, they going up on my cable. I thought it was a problem with Georgia Power need to go down on this bill. I thought it was a problem with, man, why they have such high interest rates. None of those areas or items were the problem. The problem was my relationship with money. And my relationship with money was based on my information about money. So I could never even get on the path to financial freedom until I was able to remove the limitations and the restrictions from my mind about this thing called money, which is one of the facilitators of my financial freedom. So when you think about financial freedom, think about having the ability to do what you want to do without financial limitations. Let me give an example of when you know you are not mentally financially free. Anytime you see an item, a product or a service that you know you need, this is how you know you're not financially free in your mind. Are you ready for this? How do you know, Ramon, when you're not financially free mentally? This is how you know. Whenever you are introduced, whenever you see a product or service that you know you need that can change your life, and when you see it or when you're introduced to it, the moment you find out the price, you immediately shut down and start saying stuff like this. Man, that's too high. Ain't no way in this doggone world I'm gonna pay that much. Who they think they is? Ain't nobody got that kind of money. That is proof that you have not become financially free in your mind. Because if you're not willing to move the limitation in your head, most likely you'll never remove the limitation in your hand, if that makes sense. So that means, watch this, y'all. Catch this. Are you ready for this one? Empty hands come from an empty head. Whew, that was for free. You just missed it. You ever heard somebody say, you're an empty head? Well, financially speaking, empty hands reflect an empty head about money. So if you're not financially free mentally, when you see something that you know you need in your life that's going to benefit you and change the quality of your life and give you the leverage you need to get somewhere you want to be, and you're not willing to invest in it, guess what you're showing? You're showing that you have not become financially free in your mind yet. And that's one of the reasons why you don't have the ability to do what you want to do naturally without financial limitations, because the financial limitations didn't start in your bank account. If the financial limitations started in your bank account, why didn't you have money before you opened the bank account? If your financial limitations started when you got in debt with bad credit through credit cards and payday loans, why didn't you have money to do what you want to do before you got the credit cards and the payday loans? It's because your financial limitations didn't start at the point of getting the loan, at the point of getting the credit card, at the point of going to buy here, pay here, at the point of buying too much house, at the point of going to school and paying $80,000 for college education. It didn't start there. Your limitation started with the information that you started believing about money, about financial freedom, about wealth building. And it could have been good information, but it may have been bad information. For years leading up to 3.5 years ago, the beginning of 2018, up until the beginning of 2018, all the things that I was able to accomplish, all the things that I was able to experience, all the luxuries of life that I had already had around me because of my efforts and my work and my faith in God and my trust in God and my diligence and commitment and all those things, guess what? I still never broke through to get on the path of financial freedom, to start building wealth for me and for my family, simply because all the information I had about money, all the information I had about business, all the opportunities I had at my disposal were restricted by the limitations I had in my mind concerning money. All right. So financial freedom, number one, is the ability to do what you want without financial limitations. Here's the other side of the coin of this definition. Financial freedom is also the ability to take care of the people, places, and things around you without financial limitations. So did you catch that? When you think of financial freedom, it's twofold. So on one hand, financial freedom gives you the ability to do what you want without financial limitations. On the other hand, financial freedom gives you the ability to do what you want to do for the people, places, and things you care about without financial limitations. Now, if you pair these two definitions together, it changes how you see money. It changes how you go after money. It changes how you handle money. It changes how you work. It changes how you do business. It changes how you serve the community. It changes how you build your organization. You know why? Because you realize it ain't really about the money. It's about the freedom or the ability to do what I want to do for the people, places, and things that I'm concerned about. So I be chasing that bag. It looked like it. I be working to get that money. It looked like it. I be banging and grinding and hustling to get $1. It looked like it on the surface. But if you dig deeper into, man, why is he always hustling and grinding and go-getting? Why he's always excited about life and always showing up and trying to get a deal and make things happen? If you dig deeper into that, you'll see, oh, it's because of the people, the places, and the things he cares about that he want to take care of. It's about him wanting to be in a position that everybody around him is good. So that is what drives me. That keeps me on the path to financial freedom. That's why I'm not going to go take all my money and blow it and goof off just to show off. That's why it looked like I might not have what I have, and it's cool for me to not look like I have what I have until you realize that I've been had what I had and have more than what it looked like I had because I was willing to chase this thing called freedom. How many of you listening to me right now can not only resonate with what I'm saying, but can honestly agree that you want financial freedom because you want to be able to do what you want to do without financial limitations, and you want to be able to do it for the people, the places, and the things without financial limitations, especially the ones that you care about. If that's you, I want you to let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments that, yes, Ramon, I want that, man. I really do. Prophet, I need that. Yes, sir, I want that. I'll be 100 with you. It ain't even about money, Prophet Ramon. No, sir, Mr. Preston, it's not about money for me. But I know I need to have it because it is a vehicle. It is a part of what I need to get on the path to you cannot get on the path to financial freedom without money. You cannot get on the path to financial freedom without money. Getting on the path of financial freedom requires you to have a healthy relationship with money. Having a business does not mean you're getting on the path to financial freedom. Being an entrepreneur doesn't mean you're on the path to being you get on the path to financial freedom. Getting out of credit card debt and paying your student loans off and not paying payments on a car and paying it off or a house is not putting you on the path as you having a relationship with money is. Here's what I want you to write down. Here's what I want you to write down. Here is what I want you to write down. You ready for this?
Yes.
Money is the main vehicle to financial freedom. I just want you to write that down. Now, I'm going to make sense of it in a few minutes, but I want you to write that down. Money is the main vehicle to financial freedom. Money is the main vehicle. Now let me give you an example before I move forward in this discussion we're having. If you needed to go somewhere on the other side of the world that required a jet, it wouldn't require a helicopter. It wouldn't require a yacht. It wouldn't require a motorcycle. It wouldn't require skates. It wouldn't require a moped. It wouldn't require a bicycle. It wouldn't require a cart with wheels. It required a jet because of how far it was and because of how soon you needed to get there and because of technology. You knew there's no other vehicle I could get in that could actually get me there at the time I need to get there with the security. Okay? So are you gonna jump on a pair of skates, or jump on a skateboard and keep trying to get somewhere that you already know the jet down the road is gonna be the vehicle to get you there? So jumping in any of those other things is like trying to use other vehicles to get financially free. Well, let me go buy some Bitcoin with my extra money. Let me start my 401k. Let me put a couple dollars in the bank aside. All these things, you got to understand. Here's what I want you to get. Did you just write that down? What did I tell you to write down? Money is the what? The main vehicle. It is the main vehicle to get you to financial freedom. It's not that entrepreneurship doesn't play a role. It's not that business ownership don't play a role. It's not that debt doesn't play a role or freedom of debt. It does not mean that investing and all these other things don't play a role. What I'm saying is, if where you want to go requires a jet, get out of the skates, get off the skateboard, get off the bicycle, jump out of the cart, do not get in the yacht. Please don't get on the helicopter. Make sure you get on the jet. So that means I got to focus on the jet and what fuels the jet to get me to where I'm going quicker. That's where your money is. So here's what I want you to take note of. Financial freedom also describes a place you go to. See, I want to get you to a place, not just to a thing. I don't want you to just feel like, oh man, if I just had like 100 grand, if I just had like no credit card debt, man, if I just had like, if I just had like a little retirement, a nest egg, all these things, but these are not the things that are going to create your financial freedom. They are not going to be the things that ultimately get you to this place. So financial freedom also describes a place you go to. It also describes a space you flow from and an economic lifestyle that stems from the right mindset about money and relationship with money. So everything that has to do with financial freedom is centered around this critical statement: having the right mindset about money and the right relationship with money. Okay? So if you had to go to a certain part of the world that required you to get on a jet and you around here, I ain't getting on no doggone jet. I ain't finna crash. Them things ain't safe. Because you have the wrong information. Because you did not educate yourself about that form of transportation. And because you've never experienced being in that vehicle. So now your misinformation, your ignorance of the right information, your apprehension to gravitate to the right information keeps you stuck trying to use everything else to get where nothing else can take you. Some of you are right there right now. You're right there right now. Prophet Ramon, how do you know I'm right there right now? How do you know I'm right there right now? Well, let me ask you a few questions. Do you have a business? Isn't that one of the questions? Mm-hmm. Do you have a business? Mm-hmm. If you have a business, what's the next question? How many employees do you have? Right? How many employees do you have? All right, let me ask you a question. If you have a business or you want to be in business, whether you have employees or not, what are you currently doing right now to further your business and your financial training? I can't hear nobody. Isn't that the question? Yeah. Is that the right question I'm asking? Yes. What's the next question I need to ask them? Help me out, squad. So take a look at the business and financial training you're getting right now, if you're getting any. So if you don't have a business, or if you have a business and don't have employees, that means your business is not expanding and growing. Can we agree on that? Okay, the next question I just asked you was what? What was the next question I asked you? What are you currently doing right now for your business and for your financial training? So if you say, well, Prophet Ramon, I'm really not doing anything to train about business. I don't have any training going on, or I don't have any training for financial literacy, or I'm not learning how to grow my business. Then what does that tell me? You're not on the path to what? Freedom. You're not on the path to financial freedom. And if you are getting training in business and finances, is it expanding your business? Is it actually scaling and increasing your income? If it's not, then you need to double check the information that you are being trained on. My next question to you is this. What do you consider to be the biggest opportunity within your business or within your finances? In other words, what thing or what things do you believe right now, if you had access to, would actually expand your business and or increase your income? What are those biggest opportunities? If you're really listening to the questions I'm asking you, I want you to drop some answers in the question. What are some of the biggest opportunities you have right now? Is it sales? Is that an area that you see an opportunity in if you knew more about it? Is it marketing? If you could brand yourself better, if you could market yourself better, if you knew how to get in front of enough people and get your products, is that an opportunity for you? Is it structuring your business? Is it that you have a ministry and a business, or 2 or 3 business ideas, but you don't know how to bring it together and structure it properly? Is it that you have a business, but it's not making money and you don't know how to create systems for it? What are the opportunities that you feel like are right in front of you? I want you to drop that in the comments to let me know what are some of the opportunities that you feel like are the biggest right in front of you for your business and for your finances. The next question is this. How much? How much? Isn't that the question? Ladies, what is the question? How much? Hold on, because I don't think they believe you. The next question is, how much would it be worth if you were able to fix that thing or those things that you're typing in the comments? So let's say you have a sales problem. You're not making money. How much would it be worth for you to fix that sales problem? Like if there was a solution that you could actually take and use in your business today to generate sales, how much would that be worth to you? If there was a solution that you can take and use today to market yourself, to brand yourself properly, if there was a solution today to show you how to create a structure and an organizational infrastructure for your company or for your organization, how much would that be worth to you? If there was a solution to show you how to take your ideas and turn them into products and market them and put them in the market so you can start making money, what would that be worth to you? Is there a dollar amount you have in your mind? Would it be worth 5,000? Would it be worth a couple hundred? If all those issues in your business and finances were fixed today, what would that be worth? I want you to put a dollar amount on that. Would it be $10,000? Would it be worth $100,000? Okay, you don't know what it's worth? Well, on a scale to 1 to 10, on a scale to 1 to 10, how? What's the question? Come on, I got a mean squad here by me. One of my squad members just asked you the question. I'm going to convey the question to you. She just said, on a scale from 1 to 10, what was the question? How important would solving that problem today be for you? Think about that. Now that's powerful. Because if you like, well, it's like a 2, you don't want to fix it. If it's a 4, you don't want to fix it. If it's a 5, you don't want to fix it. If it's a 7, you don't want to fix it. Some of you know, Ramon, listen, if I could make sales on a scale of 1 to 10, the importance of it is a 10. If I can market myself properly, if I knew how to get in front of the right people, if I knew how to take all this stuff in my head about 3, 4 business ideas and make it make sense, if I could do that today, Ramon, my whole life would change. here's what I want you to understand. While you are on the other side of this camera, waiting for an opportunity to present itself, the opportunity may present itself, you just may not have the right vision or perspective to see the opportunity. So I want to challenge you today. If you're having issues in any of those areas, and you know that there's an opportunity for you to break through those areas so that you can actually start seeing progress and productivity, I want you to consider texting the word coaching to me. All right. I know some of you might already be a part of our coaching program. Some of you may have already heard me with my spiel on what we do and what we provide. Well, maybe this is not for you. I'm talking to that one person that's listening to me right now that's already fed up. You're like, listen, I just need answers. I just need solutions. I need my problem solved, and I'm unable to do it. Because I've been an entrepreneur for 15 years. Maybe it's been 25 years. Maybe it's been 3 years. Or I've been working on a job for 18 years and I just need something to break. Or I've been living paycheck to paycheck so long, I've gotten used to it and I want to break this cycle. Well, how do you break the cycle? Maybe your answer to that is, man, I don't know. If I knew, I would. I know what the answer is. The answer is you have to change your mindset about money. Change your relationship with money, get the right information, the right tools, the right strategies, incorporate them into your life, into your business, into your ministry, into your organization, and then every day keep repeating the practice of that until you start seeing progress, productivity, and profits. And so I have put an entire system together from start to finish to show you exactly how you can do it. And that system has been built into a one-year business coaching program. If you have heard about our one-year business coaching program, understand that it is nothing like a lot of the coaching programs you have heard or seen or read about or followed gurus on when it comes to internet sensations. This is a one-year business coaching program that has been packaged for 1 year, but it's actually a wealth building system that we provide training and coaching for you. So not only do you get access to all of the right information about financial literacy, about entrepreneurship, about owning a business, structuring that business correctly, creating holding companies and subsidiaries, about systems of sales and marketing and operations and being an executive and running your finances. You get all of that training, but we pair that with coaching, meaning that me and my team, we coach you along the way. At some point in your life, you're going to need what I'm telling you that you need. It's only going to be a matter of time that you either get in what I'm talking about or give up on what you're dreaming about. What do you want to do? Do you want to give in on what you dream about, or do you want to get in so you can live in what you dream about? I want to get you to living in it. Because your dreams are needed in this world. Your dreams are needed for your family. Your dreams are needed for your children, for your community, for your church. And in order for you to get to the materialization of those dreams, you have to have the right mindset about money, the right relationship with money, and that only comes from information, from training, from repetition, from strategies, and from getting the right solutions and having the support along the way. So for those of you that are listening to me, here's what I want you to write down. 3 things financial freedom requires. 3 things financial freedom requires. If what I just said a few minutes ago was for you, whoever it was for, make sure you text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. That was a plug for somebody, because I know you're frustrated. I know you're just ready to give up. You just tired. You're in a stuck. You're living in this cycle, and you're just ready to be free. I want you to have that experience. I want you to have that experience. I really, really want you to have that experience. And I know you are just one decision away. Actually, you're one text message away. I'm making it real easy. Text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. And we're going to reach back out to you once we receive your text. And we're going to help you identify with what you want to do, where you want to go, and we're going to show you exactly how we can help you get to that place and get that thing done. We have a question on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if the issue starts? What if the issue starts with knowing what you should do?
What if the issue starts with what?
Knowing what you should do.
I don't understand the question.
I guess it's what is starting your business.
You don't know what to do.
What is the, I'm sorry?
What if the issue starts with knowing what to do?
What if the issue starts knowing
should do. What you should.
What you should
and
do?
I guess he's asking about the business part, starting it up.
If the issue starts with knowing what you should do, then what you should do is fix the issue. And if you don't have the answer to fix the issue, which means you don't know what you should do, then you need to get the information and the support from someone who knows what should be done to remove that issue. So let's say, for example, I don't necessarily know what the issue is, but let's say if your issue is starting a holding company. What if your issue is restructuring your LLC or 2 or 3 LLCs into a holding company concept so that it can make sense? Well, if you know what the issue is, obviously, but you don't know what you should do to fix it, then you have to be willing to do the next best thing. And that is, let me connect with somebody who actually knows what to do so they can remove that issue so I can move forward. And the only thing that's in the way is not the issue. The only thing that's in the way is the decision to remove the issue. Does that make sense? So I had a moment last week. I was complaining. I think it was the beginning of last week. I was complaining and my wife looked at me and she was like, I'm sorry, honey. Do you still have insurance, like health insurance? I was like, yeah. She was like, so what is the issue? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. It just, man, I ain't feeling right. I'm just ain't feeling it today. And she was like, no. What is the issue? I was like, I'm telling you, I don't know. She was like, but do you have insurance? She was like, okay, so it shouldn't be an issue. The issue is you just need to get in the car and just go to the clinic. You have insurance. She was like, you probably can walk into a clinic and ain't got to pay. So why is it an issue? So the issue was not, do you hear what I'm saying? The issue was not the issue.
It's not what you thought it was.
The issue was I was unwilling to make the next best move. Get in the car, go to the clinic, sit your behind down in that waiting room until they call you back there to see what's going on. So if you know what the issue is, and I'm joking a little bit with that story, but in all seriousness, to whoever asked the question, I don't know what the issue is, but I would be more than happy to provide more information for you on the issue. Feel free to just give me a call. You can reach out to me.
What type of service and product to offer? So he was just saying it was, in the sense of what type of service
and product to offer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what you need. You really need a coach. You need a business coach to help walk you through that process. It's not a one and done process. I think almost, and I know it sounds like sales-ish, but hey, it is what it is. I want to sell you on what I know works because I was at that point in my life before. I know what it feels like to have things in your head and you just don't even know, like, what is my purpose? Like, what am I selling? Like, what is the product I have? I used to think like that, like, man, if I had a product, I'll go out there and sell it. I just don't have nothing to sell. But what you have to do is you've got to connect with people, someone like me who's already perfected that craft. I've already been through that process.
His name is Andre.
Almost every client that I have sat down with who had an issue with identifying with a product and service that they could introduce to the market through their business, almost every one of them had an aha moment in their first session. Because we were able to take their ideas and I walked them through the process, not just the mental process, but the mechanical process of showing them how to turn that idea into a product or into a service or into both, and how to properly price them to go introduce them to the market. That's what business consultants and coaches are for. A lot of us in our communities, we're not familiar with business consultants and coaches. And so there are a lot of people in my community, I'm talking about in the black community, in the faith community, there are a lot of people who are unaware of the value that comes from having a business consultant, because most of us grew up never knowing what a business consultant was and never even seen what a business consultant could do until we did. And for me, I'm just fortunate enough to be on the other side of the table, to not only know what a business consultant does and how it looks, but to actually be one and provide those services through my coaching program. So I want you to reach out to me. What's the young man's name?
Andre.
Mr. Andre. I want you to reach out to me. We have 3 programs. We have a 1-year coaching program where you can have an entire year to flesh that process out and to really be able to identify with your products and services. We can walk you through that process. We can train you on how to systematize that process so that you'll never have to go through that process again. We'll teach you on sales and marketing. We'll teach you on building your infrastructure to make sure that you're never in a glitch or stuck. We provide all that through our 1-year business coaching program. We also have an online training program. We give you 1 year access to that 1-year training program. All of the content is video based, is virtual. You have access to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from any device. All of the information that's on that training program is what we use to provide our coaching and consulting services. We actually add the Blueprint Game Plan, which is our online program. We add that to our 1-year coaching program. So when you join our 1-year coaching program, we give you access to the training virtually for free. But we also have another option. We have consulting services. We have 3 consulting services. We provide business consulting for individuals who have 1 entity, 2 entities, 3 or more entities. So if you're building out an organizational enterprise with 1, 2, or 3 entities, we have a 3-tier package of business consulting services that we can provide. Our signature, most popular program is our coaching program, because you have enough time within that year to actually build out your product line, your pricing, your infrastructure, train and learn and develop to build the business and financial muscle to actually run it so that you can be efficient. So our 1-year business coaching program is a $5,000 product, and we do offer several different payment plan options outside of a one-time payment plan option. We are actually in the process of discontinuing some of our extended payment plan options simply because we're starting to overwhelm ourselves with a tremendous amount of work, and we don't want to overdo it. So we're going to scale some of those payment plan options back. But I would love to have an opportunity to speak with you to see how we could provide more information for you. So for those of you that are interested in that 1-year business coaching program, I'm telling y'all, a year from now, I just told my staff this morning, a year from now, there are going to be people who were introduced to this coaching program for $5,000. There are going to be 2 sets of people a year from now. I prophesy this, but I know it's going to happen. 1 year from now, Mark my words, next August of 2022, there are going to be 2 sets of people with regard to our coaching program. There's going to be one set of people who are going to be giving success stories and testimonies that they scaled their businesses to 6 figures and beyond just by following my system in that coaching program. There's going to be a group of people who testify to that a year from now. There's going to be another set of people who are going to regret the fact that they didn't get in now at $5,000, because what was $5,000 at one point has become so popular and so global among some of the most major people in the world that it's now $25,000, because people are getting extraordinary results and the value goes up because of the demand goes up. So you need to figure out how you can get in now. And most of y'all ain't even got to figure that out. You just got to make a move. Text coaching to 404-478-7213. All right, I want you to write this down because I have a 1 o'clock appointment. Financial freedom requires 3 things. Number 1, stewardship. Number 2, strategies. And number 3, systems. I repeat, financial freedom requires 3 things. Number 1, stewardship. Number 2, strategies. And number 3, systems. If you wrote those 3 things down, besides stewardship, here's what I want you to write. I want you to write mindset, commitment, accountability, and consistency. So when you think of stewardship, being a steward is being a manager over certain assets, being responsible for certain valuables. So stewardship is about being responsible for developing your mindset, taking the responsibility that my mindset is on what I provide for it. Wherever my mindset is, that's what I've allowed as the steward over my mind. So when you think about stewardship, think about mindset, think about commitment. Most people who are not committed or who have a hard time committing to anything are people who are not good stewards over anything. If I talk to a person long enough and I see that they're really not comfortable with commitment, I already know they're not a good steward. I know they're probably struggling financially. I know they probably don't have a lot of really good, healthy, valuable relationships. I know they got this mindset that, yeah, I don't do people. I'm just ain't with it. I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing. Blah, 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 blah. Now, what you trying to say is I'm unaccountable. I'm not committed. I have issues with myself. My mindset is flawed. So I would rather not let other people see how ridiculously broken I actually am. Because when you're not like that, you take accountability for yourself, you become a steward over your life, and you make sure you do not stop until you get to where you want to go in life. You cannot afford to do that, especially if you're a parent. I'm a granddaddy. This is your granddaddy. I'm a granddaddy. You know, I feel special. Everywhere I go and I tell people, you know, I'm a papa. I got 2 beautiful grandbabies, literally. Everybody make me feel so good. Like, what? You what? Bro, you look so good, dog. You don't look like granddaddy. Stop playing. Just because I'm bald now. Just because I'm receding. What you call it? Cowlick. Just because I got a cowlick when my hair start growing. It's stewardship, ladies and gentlemen. Stewardship is about your mindset. I take responsibility for my mindset every day and I learn something. My staff, my team, my squad, they know not now day gonna go by that we don't learn something, because we're gonna be good stewards over our minds. We are committed to freedom for our families and ourselves. All right? Stewardship is about commitment. It's about accountability. It's about consistency. How consistent can you be? Some people don't want to join a coaching program or a training program because they don't want to commit. They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to be consistent. because they know they're inconsistent. But how are you going to ever break it if you don't never put yourself in a position to be committed? I don't worry about consistency. I just commit. I just commit. I just commit. I was talking about that last night in our coaching session, our weekly coaching call. I was telling them, hey, no shade to anybody who paying payments for our program, but when I joined a coaching program for our team and for me and my company, I deliberately declined the payment option just because I wanted to show how committed I was. Not to them. I wasn't trying to impress them. To myself. Because I didn't want to hit and miss. I didn't want to feel like, oh, I'll just miss this week of coaching, or I'll just miss that event. I'll just do the virtual thing. You know why? I wanted to feel like, man, I got to get everything. And that was the best decision I made. So financial freedom requires, number one, stewardship. It also requires strategies. When I say strategies, here's what I'm talking about. Education and training. Most business owners and entrepreneurs and people who want to get their finances together don't have strategies because they didn't start with stewardship. Can you understand what I just said? Your stewardship creates strategies. If you build it, the people will come. If you build it, the people will come. If you build the building, people will show up. That's the old saying. Well, stewardship is what builds the infrastructure of your mindset. Once you build it through stewardship, accountability, commitment, consistency, once you build it, guess what happens? The creativity shows up. Your strategies and ideas show up. And number three, financial freedom requires systems. Now you have to have a system. You got to have the right business system. You have to have the right systems within your business system. So I want to help you because that's what we do. Our company specializes, Ramonepreston Enterprises specializes in helping individuals and entrepreneurs properly start and structure their businesses or ministries within 30 days. And in many, many, many cases, we help them scale their income, increase their income by at least 30%. So most of the individuals and entrepreneurs that connect with Ramonepreston Enterprises, that join our business coaching community, most of them are able to properly start and structure their organizations or entities within 30 days. And most of them increase or scale their organizations by 30%. Most of them have that experience. Most of them have that. So I want to help you with that. And then once we do that with your business or your organization, we want to show you how to create the right systems, how to have the right strategies, how to create the right processes, whether it's sales systems, executive systems, marketing systems, financial systems, operational systems. You're going to need those systems within the system of your business to actually take your ideas into products and put them in the market. There's a process, and that process keeps you on the path to financial freedom. That's why we're talking about freedom. I want to get you to freedom. Let's get past the nuts and bolts of, man, I ain't got the money. Man, I'm going through. Man, I'm just sick of this. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of struggling. Well, let's jump past that and get to freedom. How do we jump past it and get to freedom? Well, we got to get on the path. How do we get on the path? We have to get training and coaching, education, commitment, consistency. We need all these things to be built around our lives so that they can be built around our business. If what I'm saying to you is not a part of your life, it will never be a part of your business. So I want all of you to take that into consideration. And matter of fact, why should you even take it into consideration? You've already considered it. You don't like where you are. You know where you want to be. Text the word coaching to 404-478-7213. And outside of that, don't meet me here, beat me here, same place, same time tomorrow on the Ramonepreston Show. I love you.